Hello friends, today we are going to discuss about the basics of tool engineering. This is our third session over the basics of tool engineering. Myself, Jay Derle, lecturer in mechanical department, KK Wak Polytechnic Nasik. So in previous two sessions, we have seen the basic introductory part of tool engineering. In that we have seen the type of cutting processes, their difference, exact metal cutting processes. So in this session we are going to discuss about the tool material and its requirements. So first of all we will discuss the requirements of tool. So here first requirement is that it should be able to withstand the forces which is applied due to the cutting. So because of cutting there should be a forces acting over the tool, and the tool must withstand all the forces which is applied due to the cutting. So this is first requirement of tool. Second one, it should resist the shock. During the machining processes we have seen there is a formation of shocks due to the material or due to the feed rate. So here the second requirement of tool is that it should resist the shock, or we can say that it should be tough. Third one is it should be harder than material. This is very important requirements of tool. So tool should be harder than the workpiece material, so it can remove the material. Next one is it should be able to resist the high temperature. So during the machining processes high temperature is created, so the tool should be able to resist the high temperature, or we can say that the tool must operate with the wide or high temperature range. Next, it should be capable to withstand the sudden cooling effect. During the machining processes, to lower the temperature we use the coolant. So here because of that cooling effect there should be some changes in the material. So tool material should be capable to withstand the sudden cooling effect, or it should not changes its properties due to the cooling effect. Next one is the coefficient of friction between the chip and tool should be low as possible. So here this is very important property. The coefficient of friction between the chip and tool should be low as possible for getting the better finishing of component. And last one is it should be easily formed to the required cutting shape. So here for any machining processes we need to operate the cutting tool over the workpiece. So for operating that tool over the workpiece, first of all it should be easily formed to the required cutting shape for getting the exact accuracy and dimensioning of the component. So these are the some requirements of tools. Next we will discuss the tool materials. So here we have tool material. First one is carbon steel, second one is high speed steel, third one is cemented carbides, ceramics and diamonds. So let us discuss about the carbon steel. So the carbon steel is made up of first carbon, silicon and magnesium. So here carbon percentage is 8%, silicon is 0.1 to 0.4% and magnesium is 0.1 to 0.4%. This composition has good strength and hardness. So this carbon steel is commonly used, and this carbon steel has good strength and it should have the high hardness. So this is what about the carbon steel. Next one is high speed steel. So it is higher cutting performance and higher metal removal rate. So as compared to the carbon steel, the high speed steels has higher cutting performance and higher metal removal rate as compared to the carbon steel. Next one is cemented carbide. So here cemented carbide, it is made up of tungsten, tantalum and titanium carbides together with the binder. So binder here we have cobalt. So these three elements are mixed with the cobalt binder and mixed together to form a fine powder, and then it's sintered, and with the help of sintering processes we get here cemented carbide tools. So here these cemented carbides tools have high thermal conductivity, it has low thermal expansion, it has high hardness over the wide range temperature, and it has high compressive strength. So these are the some advantages of cemented carbides because of it is three elements are mixed with the binder, that is cobalt, and fine together as a fine powder, and then it is sintering process. And because of sintering processes here, these characteristics are introduced, that is high thermal conductivity, low thermal expansion, high hardness over the wide range temperature, and high compressive strength. Next one is ceramics. So aluminum oxide and boron nitride powder mixed together and sintered at around 1700 degrees Celsius, which will forms the ceramics tool. So because of this sintering process, it has very good compressive strength. So this is what the advantage of ceramic tools. So here we get the good compressive strength because of this sintering over the aluminum oxide and boron nitride. So last one is we have diamond. So it is hardest material. It has low coefficient of friction, but it has high compressive strength, and it is extremely wear resistance. So this is what about the tool material. Thank you.